Now that we know what loops and strings are and how to manipulate those two data types, today we are going to learn how we can loop through each of them. But before we go into coding, what is a loop, or what is looping in programming? A loop simply means that you perform a given set of instructions repeatedly multiple times. It can be 10 times, 3 times, 4 times, depending on your needs. Now, we use the for loop, or we can also use the while loop to loop through strings. Let's see how we can do that programmatically. We are going to start with looping in strings. Now, in my terminal, I'm going to create a variable called country. This country is going to be a string holding a value, Uganda. Now, I'm going to use a for loop. So for char, this can be any, it can be X, it can be Y, it can be, so I'm using char just, you have to give meaningful names to your variables. So for char in country, I'm going to print char. Now, this here gets access to every character in the Uganda string. That's actually one of the advantages of looping, that looping enables us to get access to every element without us needing to manually pass indices. So when I run this program, you can see that I have Uganda, Uganda. So meaning that here, in this case, there is a point when this character is this U. There was also a point when it was G, it was A, it was N, it was D, it was A. That's how you can loop through a string in Python. Now, let's see how you can loop through a list. So in here, I'm going to create a list of numbers. So lists, I'm going to say numbers going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my numbers. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 numbers. That is the length of this list. Now, I'm going to still use the for loop. So for number in numbers, I'm going to print number. So it is as easy as this. So this means that this number can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4 or 5. Now, if I run this program, you can see it is having access to every number in that list. Now, like I said before, looping enables us to get access to every element without us manually passing indices. Let us assume you want to maybe return even numbers. In this case, there's a filter method, but then you can do it manually using a loop. Because with this loop, it can help you, it helps you get access to every element. For example, in here, let us say, let us create that. I want to get all the even numbers in this list. So I will just say even numbers. So just to comment out this so that we do not get any confusions, I'm going to say for number in numbers. Okay, remember I want to only print even numbers. So in this case, I'm going to add an if statement. So I'm going to say if number mod 2 is actually equal to 0, then I'm going to print that number. A modulus is a remainder. So we all know that even numbers are those numbers whose modulus with 2 is 0. When you divide them by 2, you don't get any remainder. So when I run this program in here, you can see I'm only having 0, 2, and 4 as the output. Meaning that it will check for 0. So if 0 passes, it prints it. Then it checks for 1. If 1 passes, it checks it. like it prints it, but 1 doesn't pass. Then it checks for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Because at every point, there is a point where this number is 1. There's a point where it is 0, it is 1, it is 2, it is 3, it is 4, it is 5. So that means that by looping through a string or a list, you can do different operations according to your, or depending on your needs. That's all for looping in lists, or that's all about looping in lists and strings in Python. See you in the next video.